Welcome to Catching a Vibe. This is episode 10. I'm your host, Drew. Today, I'm joined by my good buddy, Court.
Yeah. One of the best in Alliance to do it, baby.
I mean, everyone's
One of the
favorite
best.
person in Alliance, Court, low-key trash and Madden.
You could say that, I guess.
I am 5-0 against you.
You got lucky.
I got lucky?
You got lucky. I guess the one time you did beat me like 62-7.
62-7.
We'll take that as an L and we'll move on.
Yeah, hey. You just gotta move on. You gotta learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's life. So how was your night last night? You do anything fun?
We went to Bonsai, which I've never been there before.
Bonsai?
Will was like, let's go to Bonsai, so we went to Bonsai. And it was actually really, really good.
Really? What do you get from there?
Chicken fried rice.
Chicken fried rice?
Yeah.
What's the price looking like? Is it cheap? Is it a little expensive? Or you think it's just right?
It was around $20.
$20?
You get an appetizer and a huge plate. You know how they do it at the place like that.
Right.
You get that huge portion of chicken, rice, and whatever. So it was pretty good. I didn't even know about it until last night. So
where's it at?
it's like on the east side of Alliance, out towards more out towards Beloit.
Okay. I might have to check that place out.
Yeah, I'm definitely going back now.
Yeah, definitely going back.
Yeah, for sure.
Bet. So, we got a fun episode today. Our first topic is our top 5 most embarrassing moments of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Court's going to have some good ones.
Yeah, for sure. All right. I'm going to have a lot. There was a lot that I didn't put on here because I have so many. But if I had to start with number 5, it's being deathly afraid of mascots. Like that's
afraid of mascots?
Yeah, like that's one thing that I was always afraid of. So going to Mount football games, I'm the grandson of Larry Karras.
Shout out the legend.
Shout out to Larry Legend. But I'm sure it was always embarrassing for my family to Mount football games and have the grandson of the legendary head coach be deathly afraid of mascots and have to leave before halftime. So, it's just one of those things.
So did the Mount mascot trigger it? Was that the first mascot that made you scared?
Yeah, 100%.
What does the mascot even look like?
It's a macaw. It's like a bird.
Oh, it's a bird?
Yeah. It's got purple and yellow beak, yellow feet, and I don't know why. I was always afraid of mascots, but there was just something about it. I don't know. It just freaked me out.
Interesting,
man. And I think that's what caused part of my anxiety. It's just that fear.
Right.
I don't know, man. It was just a weird time in my life.
That's funny. But my number 5, I went with when a teacher asks you to answer a question and you get it wrong. Just because you are so embarrassed. Like, you're thinking, everyone in the class is like, oh, Drew's a dumbass for not getting this right. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like when you fart in class. It's like, everybody's looking around. It's like, who did it?
Yeah, you're hoping to God, no one figures it out.
That's like the same thing when you get a question wrong. It's like, everybody looks at you like you're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, and honorable mention for me is when you're in reading class and everyone's taking turns reading a section and it's your turn and you don't know how to read a word.
Who
Kid can't even read.
Then everybody's looking at you after class.
This dude can't read.
And they're like, duh, duh, duh.
Yeah. It's a Billy Madison scene. So number 4.
Number 4 for me is rolling down the hill at a golf match. So, I'll be honest with you. It was my freshman year, we were at like, I want to say it was Canton South, and our golf course was like all hills. So I hit my ball. I'm walking down, and you know how clumsy I am. Like, let's be honest. Like, so I'm walking down to go hit my second shot, and I trip, and I roll down this hill, and I'm just praying to God that I don't roll into this lake that's ahead of me. But all my golf clubs fly out of my bag. I get up, and everybody's just staring at me. And I'm like, oh, God.
You golfed in high school? I didn't know that.
I golfed my freshman and my sophomore year. And then junior and senior year, I tried to wrestle.
Did you?
For like a week. And it was the worst. So it's like, nah, this isn't for me. I'm pretty sure I had ringworm on my forehead by that week.
That's the thing about wrestling. Dude.
Yeah, it's so nasty.
It is nasty.
But respect to all the athletes.
Oh, for sure. For sure. You gotta lose that weight.
It is a tough sport.
Oh, 100%.
You gotta watch what you eat. Can't eat what you want.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as nasty as I think it is, respect to all the athletes that go out there and do it every day.
100%. So my number 4, it's pretty simple. You go up to a biddy, ask for a number, and she shoots you down.
That's happened to me every day. Literally every day.
Stop it.
But yeah, that's probably one of the most, especially when she's with her friends.
Yes. And there's like a big group, and it's just you and her talking. They're watching you guys interact.
Like one time I had this mom at Barfly.
A mom?
Yeah, they came up to me and like wanted to buy me drinks. And like I was so nervous that I didn't even know what to say. I was like, okay. And then she got mad and like walked away because I didn't know what to say. So I was looking at Anthony while I was talking to her. Like I didn't look at her while I was talking to her. But this mom was fine.
She was fine, and like, you
and
fumbled
she
the
had
bag?
Her daughter and her friends were there too. And they wanted to buy small shots.
Poor.
Yeah, I fumbled the
Come
bag.
on, dog.
But yeah, that's definitely...
That should be every guy's...
that's top 5 embarrassments for a guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's similar for
females too.
Yeah.
But they never shoot.
But they never
shot.
really like shoot
Yeah.
it. No, it's always got to be...
It's always the dude, man. Number 3, Court.
Number 3 for me is... So my DMV shirt.
What the hell did you just say?
Shirt?
Yes.
Alright, please.
So I started at the DMV. So I didn't want to put this on the list, but it's definitely top. It's definitely top up there. But, so, it was during COVID, and I've had a lot of health issues in my life, like seizures, cerebral palsy, I have a lung defect, and different things like that. So, COVID really is kind of what really started my anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, being in the house for that long, it just freaks you out.
For sure.
So I had to go get my ID renewed during COVID. So Sarah picks me up. We go to the DMV. Mind you, even before I left, I heard that liquor kills corona. So I go into my parents' liquor cabinet and I grab a bottle of Maker's Mark. And I finish it before we go to the DMV. So I'm absolutely hammered. While I'm getting my ID ticket, waiting to get my ID ticket, there's a bunch of old people at this DMV with me. We're sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I got shit. But it was one of those where, like, you know, like, you got a fart.
Yeah.
You think it's a fart, and then it's not.
You're hoping for the best.
You're
That's just a
You're
fart.
just praying that it's a fart. So I let out this fart. Thank God it was silent. I let out this fart, and next thing I know, I'm like, oh my God, I just shit my pants. So now I'm like, you know how you sit up and you see, and you're like, oh my God, I just shit my pants. So I looked around real quick, and then I lay back, just trying to like play it off. And I pray to God to this day that those old people did not smell my shit at the baby. Oh yeah, that was definitely an embarrassing moment.
God, dude. That's amazing. I feel like a chump. Give it my top embarrassing moments to you. Yours are so good, man. Alright. Number 3 for me is a barfly night. We're all like all of our friends are in a circle dancing, and I was pretty drunk. So I'm like grittying. And you know how barflies, the floor is soaking wet.
I remember this night.
I literally ate shit. Hitting the gritty too hard. I fell.
Yeah, dude. You gotta stop hitting that gritty.
Yeah. And shout out Aiden. She like picked me up and helped me. Yeah. But that was very embarrassing. Falling in front of all my friends. And the girls.
At least it was in front of your friends, not like the whole B&B.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So number 2.
Number 2. Hitting a tree stump on a golf cart. So this happened recently. Like, why does everything have to happen to me at a golf course? But, so, I'm golfing with Noah, Anthony, and Anthony's girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And we're golfing, having a good time. And my friends always like to make fun of me about how I don't have my license, how I can't drive.
Yeah.
You know, the typical, like, just bullshit.
Yeah.
So I'm driving pretty good, I would say. And I hit my ball in the woods. So I'm looking through the trees, trying to find this ball. I find it, pick it up, and I drive back to where I previously hit my shot to hit my shot. Mm-hmm. And I did not see this tree stump. So I'm full gas on this pedal, and I just hear boom. I hit, it gets better. I hit this tree stump and fly out of the golf cart.
You flew out?
I flew out of it. I hit it so hard I flew out of it. But anyways, I'm laying there like I thought I broke something. Anthony's like, "Are you okay?" But then I can tell that he doesn't want to laugh.
Yeah, he's
but
like
then
trying
after
to hold
he found out I was okay, he burst out in laughter. Which I mean, I don't blame him. But, dude, I broke their golf cart. I cracked the windshield.
Oh my God!
I smacked my head off the steering wheel. It was bad.
Jesus,
that was definitely the most embarrassing thing. I helicoptered out of that. Like, have you ever seen the Josh McCown, like where he gets helicoptered?
Yes, versus the Jets.
That's what I was.
That's like, literally what you did.
Yes.
Oh shoot, dude. So number 2 for me is junior year football. We played Poland home opener.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I had a pretty good game. Yeah. Like I was hit sticking dudes, and I caused a fumble to like end the game. So senior year, we went to Poland, and we were a young team. You know, I'm like a leader this year. I'm like all amped up because I had a good game the previous year.
Yeah.
So it's like the second quarter, and they had a big ass quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. And so he was running at me, and I don't know what I was thinking. He trucked me. So I got trucked against Poland, and man, that sucked. I was like so embarrassed, so pissed the whole night.
Oh yeah, but you gotta understand that those are football plays. And
I
things
know,
like that
but
are
it is 10 times
But,
worse
yeah,
when
when
a DB gets trucked. No
And-
one says shit when a defensive lineman or a linebacker
yeah,
gets trucked.
when it's you, it's gotta
Yeah.
feel like, dang, that dude just trucked me.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it was tough, but
that's tough.
we moved on. Had a good senior year.
Did you guys end up winning the game?
No, we got killed. It was like 52, like 21 or
What was
something.
your guys' record?
My senior year, we went 7-3.
That's good.
Yeah, we had a good squad. We were just young. Like, I think we had like 12 like new starters on
What
the
was
team.
the year that you guys? Was the year after that? The year that you guys went 10-0?
No, that was my junior year when we
Junior
went
year?
10-0.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
was
when
fun.
you had Jock.
Yeah, we had some studs
Yeah,
on
you
that
had
team.
some studs for sure.
So number one for Cord.
Number one,
I'm so excited
being
to hear
kicked out
this.
of Barfly for sure.
Getting kicked out
Yeah,
of Barfly.
getting kicked out of Barfly.
So what happened?
We're having a good time. It's Michael's birthday, so you were there.
What's that?
Probably you had to be. It's Michael's birthday.
Maybe. Continue to tell us.
But anyways, so we're having a good time dancing. You know how Barfly is. You get to feel on yourself. Like you talked about gritty.
Yeah.
So you're getting to feel on yourself, and then we take this group shot because it's Michael's birthday, so we all take a shot together, and it's a green tea shot, which makes me even feel like more of a pussy. But we take this green tea shot, and 5 minutes later, I didn't know where I was. Couldn't stand up, couldn't walk. Didn't know any of my surroundings. Elaine even told me the next morning that there was this big ass kid. I knocked his drink out of his hand, and he wanted to fight.
Jesus.
It was bad, but yeah, and then after Anthony went to go find his Apple Watch because he had lost it at the bar. And they had this tarp in the back of
No.
this tarp in the back of their car. I was in these people's backyard. I didn't even know who they were. They lay this tarp down, and I'm just laying there. I think they were gone for like 45 minutes. And it was just an embarrassing night all the way around. I'll have to show you all the videos after this.
Yeah. I need to. I was definitely not there, but
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So number one for me is all my friends know I love Kalahari. That's like my family vacation every year.
Love Kalahari.
And it's like one of the first years it opened, and I'm like 5, and Michael and Joey went with us, and so
I can tell
you know the big bucket. Kalahari has that big bucket that dumps
the water out of you.
So my mom and their mom were like, go under it, we'll take a picture. So me and Michael and Joe are just waiting for the bucket to drop. It drops, and I just get hit by like a ton of water, and my trunks fell down to my ankles. My butt ass was out.
It happens to the best of us, man.
Dude, that was bad.
One year I was there, I drowned
You drowned?
on the toilet bowl.
The single one?
Single one.
Dude, that one scared the living shit out of me.
I'll never go on that thing again.
I love it now. But as a
Sorry.
kid, I was so scared.
But yeah, I drowned. Like, you know how you drop down and then all that water hits you?
Yes.
Like,
Smack.
I couldn't, like, resurface. I was under the water for, like, 5 minutes. And I was just thinking down there, like, I'm afraid that somebody's going to come down and, like, smack me.
Yeah.
So, like, dude, I'll probably never go on that thing again. That thing's so dangerous.
Dude, I love it. I can't lie.
But yeah, that's happened to me at least multiple times. Like, all right.
Yeah. Your trunks fell down?
Yeah. It's definitely an embarrassing moment when my trunks fall down.
Shoot. So the next topic is our top 5 favorite cartoons.
All right, let me see here. Number 1.
Or go number 5 first.
Number 5. Chowder.
Chowder? Really? What made you love that show?
It was just, I like the eerie element to it. Everybody used to think it was like scary and messed up, which I mean, I kind of like.
You like messed up stuff.
A little bit, yeah. Let's face it, I'm a messed up guy. So.
Oh, come on. So number 5 for me, I went Ben 10. Did you watch that show?
Yeah, that's
that was a heater, bro.
The heater.
Yes, I love that show.
I didn't put it in my top 5, but what was that one show? Neighbors Next Door, something like that.
Yeah.
That was a heater too.
That was.
That's probably my honorable mention.
So number 4.
But 4 for me, all-time classic. I had to go with SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, yeah.
SpongeBob.
You gotta have SpongeBob in a cartoon.
I'm ready. I'm ready. That's just what I tell myself every day before I go to work. I try to model that.
That's motivation for you?
Yep.
So number 4 for me, I went Bakugan. Loved the show.
I've never actually seen that.
And me, Michael, and Joey would collect it, and like we would always.
I collected the toys. Never knew there was a cartoon show.
Really? They had a Wii game too. It was pretty fun too.
Yeah. Now I see like they still have it, but I don't think it's as popular as.
No way.
So number 3 for me was Ed, and Ed.
Great pick.
Great pick.
That's honorable mention for me.
Oh, for sure. I just think, I don't know what it was about these 3 dudes. They went through some shit.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of, like, all of our friendships. Like, we go through this, we do the stupidest stuff sometimes.
We do.
And, like, they were, I mean, we are a little smarter than them, I would say, but
well,
I think we're a lot alike, but it just used to be a show that, it was an absolute banger.
It was a banger show. So number 3 for me, I'm a big Star Wars guy. I want Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Every Saturday night, they would premiere a new episode, and I would be so geeked.
I miss the days of, like, Disney Channel or, like, Nickelodeon or even Cartoon Network. They always used to have a new episode out at 8, 7 Central.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes,
8, 7 Central. It used to be that same exact time. You used to get home from school, do your homework, and you used to chilling with your snack. Just watching cartoons used to be the best.
Nothing beats those Saturdays.
Oh, no.
As a kid, just.
Were those Saturday mornings where you
chilling?
Yeah.
Watching cartoons and stuff. Miss it. Number 2.
Number 2, Rocket Power.
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. One of the best cartoon shows I've ever seen. One of the best.
Was it on Cartoon Network? What was it on? I never watched it.
No, it was on Nickelodeon.
Oh, was it?
Rocket Power.
Okay.
Definitely. Oh. Dude, awesome.
So number 2, I went SpongeBob. Probably like.
Okay, I respect that.
You have to have SpongeBob.
Oh.
Man. I have some friends who are 23 that still know every word to every episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
What's your favorite episode? If you had to pick one.
Favorite episode? I don't know.
I know.
I will say the movie I've probably seen like 100 times.
Oh, yeah. The movie's great. Where they're in the. It's not the salty Splatoon, but it was like a bar, and they have everybody line up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm good. And whoever sings it gets beat up. It's awesome. SpongeBob and Patrick are trying to hold it in as much as they can, and then they got this big tough guy that's back there singing.
Goober, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But number 1 for me, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Fire pick.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I
don't know what it was. But whatever their names were, Bob, Marion, whatever. I know the one named Marion. I can't remember the old dude's name. The way they just, like, neglected what he was trying to tell them. And how he always used to have to, like, fight the monster himself. It was pretty awesome. Like, they hated him.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, like, you would think if you're going to eat a dog, you're going to, like,
Love it.
Love it. But for some reason, they absolutely hated it for no reason.
So number 1, I went with Family Guy. Every day after middle school, I would be glued to my TV watching some Family Guy.
Dude.
Shout out my boy Stinson too, because anytime I'd go over to his house or he came to my house, we would put Family Guy on.
Oh yes, Family Guy's up there.
Yeah,
It's gotta be.
I'm surprised.
I didn't even think about like the cartoons that I watch now.
Yeah,
Like I thought more of like we said we were gonna do top 5 cartoons. I thought back to when I was a kid. But if I had to pick 2 now, I'd pick Family Guy and South Park.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't say South Park.
Those are definitely the 2 that I watch the most now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's just because we're older.
Right.
And we understand more of the reasoning behind what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, we understand things
Yeah.
more now.
The adult jokes.
Yeah, like when you were watching Family Guy back in middle school, I'm sure you didn't understand a lot of the adult jokes that were happening.
Right. Right. So now we're going to do our favorite college athletes of all time.
Yes. One of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Sports.
Number 5 for me is DeAnthony Thomas.
DeAnthony Thomas, Mamba.
DeAnthony Thomas. He was just electric at Oregon.
Drippy, too.
So, Oregon's uniforms are the toughest.
They were so tough. Yeah.
But he was just so shifty.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember watching his highlight tape every day in school. Just like, he was tough.
Dirty, for sure. 5 for me. I went with the boy, number 5, Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Just a dog. You know, Ohio State's my favorite team.
Yeah. Mine too.
I'll never forget his catch against Clemson his freshman year. We jumped over that dude.
Jumped over it.
I was like, holy shit.
Dude, I think Ohio State's going to bounce back this year.
They should. They got a bunch of guys coming back.
I want to go to that Notre Dame game with Will. Just for the simple fact to watch Ohio State beat Notre Dame.
I hope so. I think it'll be a good game.
But they do have Sam Hartman, which he's a pretty good quarterback.
He
so
is.
We'll see what happens. But number 4 for me, Vince Young.
Vince Young, fire pick.
Vince Young. He was the boy.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yes.
I feel bad that his pro career didn't turn out how he wanted.
Right.
But back in college, he was a dog.
Beat that USC team, too.
Yeah.
Fire.
Lando White, Reggie Bush. And the way he did it, though.
Yeah.
That run to the corner of the end zone. It just solidified it for me. Like,
right.
He was one of my top 5
Right.
athletes.
So number 4 for me, I went Reggie Bush.
Okay.
Probably like the nastiest college right back I've ever seen.
Yeah.
His highlight reel. Underrated pro, too.
Oh, yeah.
He was a beast for the Saints and the Fish.
He's like the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
He's like that Swiss Army knife. We're trying to punch, we're trying to kick off.
Imagine if he played now. Like, he would probably...
A lot of them...
Like, the right backs now are
there's
pass
a lot
catchers.
more guys that are like the similar style of play that he plays.
Yeah. So number 3 for Court.
Number 3 for me was Jimmer Fredette.
Jimmer.
You gotta respect the boy.
Yeah.
I mean, the boy was cold.
Yeah.
And I just remember, like his performances in the tournament. Like, I just wanted to be him.
Yeah. Popping threes like
dude, he was popping threes at BYU. Small school. Didn't really know anything about them basketball wise before, before Jimmer. So I thought it was a really cool story.
Yeah.
He was a dog in college.
Yeah.
Another one where his pro career didn't pan out. But in college, dog.
Yeah. So number 3 for me, I went RG3. Drip. He was the reason I wore arm sleeve for football
RG3.
too. I had the glove on the one hand my 8th grade year too.
He was cold.
Yeah.
Dude, if he wouldn't have tore his ACL.
Seriously though, his rookie year, he was a problem.
It was a problem.
Yeah.
Number 2 is a personal favorite for me. It's a man that still keep in contact to this day. But Pierre Garçon. Gotta go with my boy Pierre.
Shout out Pierre, man.
When I wouldn't know I was young, but like the impact he made on me and my life was very significant, and just watching him on the field, like, you knew he wasn't a regular Division III athlete. Like, he was the first athlete to come through Mount that was like, he shouldn't be here. He doesn't belong in this field for these dudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he still keeps in contact with me today.
That's
sweet,
really cool.
Man. He reaches out and asks me how I'm doing. So yeah, he was my number 2.
That's dope, man. So number 2 for me, I went with Zeke. The boy Zeke.
Okay, yeah.
2014, eating up, led us to the Natty.
That run against Alabama.
Dude, that was probably one of my best days.
Oh, that was one of the best days of my life. Because they were definitely nobody in their right mind probably thought they could win that game.
I didn't.
And they went and took it.
Right.
So that's, I respect that choice.
Yeah. So
number 1 for me. He's on your list, but I had to go with number 1 because it's a dog. But Reggie Bush.
Reggie, yeah.
Reggie, there's just something about Reggie, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was the most electric college football player, college athlete in general that I think I've ever seen step on a field.
Yeah.
Like, the things that he did when he had the ball in his hands were something different. Something different.
Right. So number 1, everyone that knows me knows where I'm going with this. I'm going Johnny Football, Money Manziel.
Oh yeah.
Modeled my game after him, like my freshman year when I was quarterback. All the seniors, yeah.
Nice.
All the seniors were calling me Money Manziel. 8th grade graduation.
Awesome.
When they called my name, I did the money sign.
You did the money sign.
Bird got the video of it, but I don't know what happened.
You were feeling it.
I was feeling myself after that.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Dude, that game against Alabama.
Yes.
I remember that game.
His Heisman moment. When he bumped into the lineman.
Where he bumped into the lineman, ran around him, like in front of 3 guys.
Yes.
And delivers a strike in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's nasty.
He was nasty.
Wasn't he the first one to win like 2 Heismans back to back too?
No, he only won it once.
I thought he won 2 for some reason. Because he was that boy.
He should have, but he didn't. So the last question I have for the boy, we always gotta get deep towards the end. What's the one thing you would say to your younger self?
So, for a lot of people that know me, they know I have a disability. So the one thing that I would have told my younger self is, don't let your disability define who you are or who you become.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still something that I have to tell myself to this day. But like, growing up, some people used to talk about me all the time, like look at me differently. So I just always used to have in the back of my mind is don't let this define who you are or who you want to be.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's gonna stay true to me until then.
Yeah. I feel like God puts people through certain things to help others that he doesn't think they can do it by themselves. That's why.
Oh yeah, that's why he
chose you.
He puts up those challenges for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, do I wish I could change some things by myself? Yeah, but I feel like everybody does.
Everybody.
And this is just something that's gonna make me better in that.
Yeah.
This is something that I've had to go through my whole entire life. I can't change it.
Right.
So just go be yourself. Go do what you want to do. And don't let anybody stop you.
And if those people can't appreciate you for you,
oh yeah,
they don't matter. They shouldn't.
No. all that matters is the people I have around me that support me and want to see me do well.
Yep. So mine, I think I would tell my younger self that life is full of highs and lows. Don't get too worried about your low, or don't get too amped up about your high.
I feel like you gotta stay somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, you gotta like stay still. Like understand this is going past. This
like
feeling.
High, you can't always have highs. You're gonna have lows.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's best to stay in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, have good times through the highs.
Mm-hmm.
Feel good about it.
Yeah.
Then keep working.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have lows in life. So I definitely think that's a good one, and I think that's something that everybody should try and live through. Because life isn't gonna be perfect, obviously.
Right. And I've been reading books lately, and this book I read is The Power of Now, and he talks about if you like live in the present, you will be so much happier, because when you think about the future, that brings like so much anxiety, like, oh, I should be here by then, or I should be there. Where if you're like too focused on the past, things you can't change, that brings depression, man.
And I feel like so many people live in the past.
Yeah.
That like, and then they wonder like, why am I so sad? Why am I so depressed? But it's because they're living in those moments where they were happy and they wish they could go back to those times.
Yeah.
But you just can't. You always, I feel like you always gotta live in the present. You always gotta live in the moment. So yeah, it's definitely something that a lot of people can learn from. Just stay grounded, stay in the middle, keep working.
Yeah. Don't
get too carried away with the highs and lows. Just live in the moment.
Yep. Stay present.
Yep.
I think that wraps up the episode, Corey. That
was a good time.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you having me on.
Of course, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever, share. It means a lot to me. We'll see you next time.